Hello, Clearwater first grade. How are you? For those who don't know me very well, I'm Mrs. Middleton, and for the next several weeks, we're going to be doing writing together. I'm very excited about that. But I first want to welcome you into my home. This is not just my home, this is my dining room in my home. And there's a reason why I decided to have our lesson in my dining room. I like to work in the dining room when I'm home and I have homework. The reason is it's quiet, it has a big table, and it's far away from the other people in my house. So I know that I will have a calm environment to do my work. That is what we're going to talk about today. It is very important that writers make sure that they have a good environment to work in and also have the proper tools to do their very important work, because writing is very important work. I have a picture to show you, and I will pull that up now, of something I thought would help you. Because when we're done talking today, I am going to ask you to work with your family to try to create a spot in your house where you are able to do good writing. And that will be your only homework for tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look at this picture that I'm showing. And oops, wrong one. Let me show this picture. Okay. Now there are two sides, but first let's read the title. The title says Writing Workshop, Environment and Tools. Environment is a long word that just means the space. So if we're talking about writing workshop environment, we're talking about the space that you will be doing your writing in. What's in that space? Is it going to be a good space for you to work in? And also tools. Now, last time I talked to you on my other video, I mentioned our writer's tools are pencil and paper, and those are very powerful tools. We're going to add a couple other ones that'll help you stay organized. But let's look at what I have on my board here. I have one side that says yes, one side that says no. Let's start with the yes. Let's be positive. Let's look at the environment that this child, and you can't see him, just his arms, but let's look at the environment that he is writing in. He has a desk, and the only things on his desk are pencil and paper. I have a big pencil here because he has an extra one. I have a light bulb that shows that his area is very well lit and he can see what he's doing. This person also has some folders, and you don't need more than one, but one folder would be good to put your writing in so you can keep it safe. This child also has a notebook. You do not need a notebook and a folder. You can just have one or the other. If you have just plain paper, a folder is good to keep it in. If you just have plain paper and no folder, maybe you can get some paper clips or something like that, because we want to keep our writing together. This student also has crayons, because those are all tools of a writer: pencil, crayons, paper, folder. All right, another little picture here shows you another desk. Again, it has a good light. It's very clean and tidy. And if you look at the looks like list here, what does this work area look like? It looks clean. It looks tidy. It looks organized. It's cheerful and bright. Those are good things. Now let's compare that over to on the no side. Oh my goodness gracious, look at this desk. Now, I have to tell you, my desk has looked messy before too, and we all have to clean our desks from time to time. But I don't think this person could concentrate very well in this kind of an environment with clutter all over the table. It'd be very hard to concentrate. Oh, look what else is, and look what else this child is doing. There are lots of toys in his workspace. That's going to be very, very distracting. And in your workspace, it is good, like this workspace, to keep things out of it that will distract you. So please work in an area if you can without toys and that kind of thing. Well, what does it look like? This says it looks like a mess. It looks cluttered, too much stuff, a place where I cannot think. It's very hard to work in a cluttered spot. So if you have an area that's cluttered, I'm sure your parents would really appreciate it if you could clean that up and help them. Okay, let's continue looking. We not only want to talk about what a space for writing looks like, but what it sounds like and what it feels like, because writers have to have a good, calm feeling in order to do their best writing. Let's look over here. This young man is showing a smile on his face. Oh, he has his notebook and he's writing. He looks like he's got some great ideas and he looks very focused. Oh, and I noticed some music notes here. Let's see what he's feeling like and what it sounds like there. It's feeling very calm. There's very little noise. There's soft music playing, soft music with no words, like the kind I play in class and a lot of other teachers play in class, is often helpful for writing, but music with words doesn't always help us. And also, the environment that this young man is sitting in is calm enough that he is able to think and work. He is not distracted. Now let's come over to the other side. Oh my goodness, a blaring TV. We all have those. We all have TVs that are loud, but when it's work time, it's good to ask the people watching the TV to turn it down. It's hard nowadays that we have to share the house while we work, but they can maybe help you out by turning the TV down. The same goes for loud music. Loud music makes it very hard to work. Music that is soft and quiet and with no words, again, good music for working. Oh, look at this. Looks like little sister is screaming. That's hard to get away from, but maybe you can work during times that your little sisters or brothers are taking naps. That would be a good time because they will be quiet then. But because of all this noise and clutter and all of this, look at his face. He looks very stressed out. Let's see what it says how he looks, or excuse me, how he feels and what it sounds like there. It says that it's too loud. It's stressful. It says, I can't think. Chaos. I'm too distracted. So let's think about ways that we can make our environment a little more calm, a little more quiet, and ready to go so that we can do our best writing. We can tidy up. We can organize. Maybe your sisters and brothers or parents can help you with that. We can make sure that we have our supplies ready when we are ready to do our work. We have our pencil, we have our crayons, we have our notebook and a folder, or one or the other. You don't have to have all of the notebook and folder, but at least a notebook or at least paper with a folder. And also try to do work where there's little noise. I know that's hard sometimes, but talk to your parents and see if they can come up with a way to help you with that, help you plan when to do work when it's more quiet around the house. Well, that was the main idea of our lesson today. Getting our environment ready, because writers need to have a calm and quiet environment to do their best work so they can come up with those great writing ideas. Now, tomorrow, our lesson, we're going to revisit personal narratives, but there's a spin on it. I told you when we first started our meeting right now that I am coming to you from my dining room. Well, my dining room is a setting. The word setting is going to be very important in the next few days for our writing. I'll give you more information about what a setting is later, but right now, I want to go over the characteristics of personal narratives. We have worked on this a long time, and we will do a lesson on it tomorrow, but here's a little preview. personal narrative writing. Remember, personal narratives tell a true story about you, the writer. It's about you. Personal narratives have a beginning, they have a middle, and they have an end. And we'll go into that in detail later. A personal narrative is in order and has transitions. That means that it is told the first event happens and then the next event and then the last event. And the transitions are words that say first, next, then, last, that type of thing. Also very important, a personal narrative has characters, and a personal narrative also has a setting. There's that word again, and we will work on that tomorrow in our lesson. I'm very excited to see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful night and take care, and we will see you later. Bye. Goodbye.